Hi, many of you are aware that we moved our academy and studio recently. You know what? Why not I bring you for a quick tour of this new office? During the midst of COVID-19 quarantine, my landlord actually sold off the 4-story building that we have been occupying for the past 12 years. Now, most companies will have the COVID-19 quarantine and the pandemic to worry about and the economy meltdown. We have it worse. We have all those plus the need to look for a new place to clear off our rental for the old location and to get the deposit rental for this new location and the renovating costs that nearly killed us. But thank God we found a perfect location for our new academy, just not far away from where the old academy was. We just love the new setup. The renovating, the interior design of this place is perfect and it's streamlined. It forces us to get rid of a lot of things that we've always not been using, and at the same time, we have to deal with less space because the old academy has 4 floors which we have to climb up and down. And what I like about this place is that this place is a 1-floor spread, which means that I don't have to climb any floors. As you can see, it's a very nice cozy location, styled a little bit like an advertising agency. I bet you like it, but we have one new problem. After all the expenses of moving, renovating this place, and putting in the interior design, we have very limited budget left for one crucial thing, the air conditioners. I know what you're thinking. At this point, you're probably thinking like, why is Andrew so stupid? Why couldn't he move the 12 units of aircon that we have in the old location? Well, those aircons were just too old and heavy and expensive to operate. They run on the old compressor. So the contractors say, go get new aircons. We had 4 considering points when choosing the aircons to install in our new offices and locations. The first one would be the affordability. Cash flow is important. Secondly, it has to be functional and featureful. Thirdly, it has to be trouble-free and working day in, day out, year long. And most importantly, finally, it has to be cold. So after evaluating a lot of brands and models, we came up with this decision to go for Hisense. And this is our experiences and review of the Hisense aircons. Action! Good point number 1, we had 11 units of aircons to be installed here, choosing of various models, and having Hisense having stock for all these models was really mind-blowing. The fulfillment was prompt and we get all our models in the office in less than a week. Good point number 2, installing 11 units of aircon I would reckon to take about 3-4 days, but I was surprised that the Hisense aircons are actually easy to install. 2 guys took 2 days to install it. Well, the point is this, the Hisense aircons are installation friendly. Example, the refrigerant gas that's in the compressor is already in there. You don't need to fit it in when you're installing it. That really saves a lot of time. As such, at this point of this video, I'd like to focus my review on this particular model, the AI13KAG inverter aircon. One of my favorite good points of this particular model aircon is a clean, simple design. It blends into any interior that you're setting up for your office. Good point to consider when you're buying yourself an air conditioner, the refrigerant. The AI13KAG uses the latest refrigerant in the market, the R32. How is it different? The R32 is an environmentally friendly refrigerant because it replaces the R22, the R407C, the R410A, and the R134A. So if you're buying yourself a new aircon, remember R32 is a key word here. Because the R32 uses 78% less refrigerant to operate compared to, say, the R410A. The R32 refrigerant has a lower global warming potential, and that is why it's a favorite gas now. The next good point, it uses an inverter compressor. Firstly, you must be wondering what that is. It helps you to lower your electricity bill. How it works with a conventional aircon is that when the compressor achieves a certain cooling temperature in your room, it will cut off the compressor to save electricity. And when it gets hot again, the compressor will then reactivate, start again, and cool the room again. This frequent off and on of the compressor will actually incur more electricity bill as compared to the inverter, Because with an inverter compressor, when you achieve optimum temperature in your room, if it's cool enough, it won't be turned off, but the capacity is lowered. And when the room is warm again, the compressor will not need to restart. Instead, it will just get to work again. So that's how an inverter works, and it's really saving on electricity bill here. One good thing about the AI13K-AG's compressor, if you really look closely, it has blue fins, and this is Hisense blue fin technology. How does it work? Simple. The blue fin technology helps the compressor to increase cooling efficiency. The second good point about the blue fin technology, it is less susceptible to corrosion on the fins here. And thirdly, because of our humid condition and also the very frequent dusty locations that you put the compressor, this blue fin technology will prevent gathering of dust on the compressor fins. So in other words, after months and years of using your aircon, when you check on the compressor, you notice that with the blue fin technology, your compressor fins are not so dirty and less corroded. So which means that you won't exactly hear the room unit blowing out air the whole time. So it's kind of quiet. This is my favorite feature of the AI13K-AG, the super button on the remote. Well, assume this, that you're having a meeting, you're having a presentation, and then you need to cool the room fast enough when your guests arrive. You see, with the super button, you don't even need to press the on button on the remote. Just press the super button, and what it does, it will promptly lower the aircon to the lowest temperature there is, and at the same time, the highest fan speed. That way, when your guests arrive, they arrive to a super cool room. No more pressing that button one by one, just to get to the right fan speed and then start lowering the temperature. That's what the super button does. Just one button. See, I don't even need to press on, just one button. You know what's my biggest dislike when it comes to ordinary aircon and their remotes? Is that when you turn on the aircon, you have to adjust the fan speed to what it was, and then adjust the temperature to what it was, and sometimes even the mode and the louver movements and all this. Not with the AI13K-AG. It remembers every setting that was last set and used by me. So all you need to do is just aim the remote and turn it on. 16 and the highest blowing fan speed, and the louvers look exactly the same where they were. It remembers, like my wife remembering the anniversary and my friends' anniversaries and her best friend's anniversaries. She remembers. This is slightly even better. When you have 11 units of aircon to install at one go, my favorite point of the AI13K-AG has to be the highly affordable price. Not only that, it's important to get global support as well from a brand like Hisense. And did you know that Hisense has more than 50 years of global business history? And this is what I found out about Hisense history. Hisense now has 14 global production bases, 18 global R&D centers, 54 overseas branches with products exported to over 130 countries and regions, and they employ 3,000 engineers worldwide. And while checking out their product, I realized that Hisense makes a wide array of household electrical products such as TVs, refrigerators, air conditioners, freezers, and washing machines. And like all our channel's product reviews, we give a final overall rating for the product that we are reviewing. The AI13K-AG deserves a 4.5 star rating. One of my favorite features, that smart button, is really cool. Just turn it on, no fumble, fastest fan speed, coolest temperature. Continue watching as we review more products and make your life easier. Yeah, you don't need to call your brother-in-law and start asking, does it work, does it not work? Different brother-in-laws will say different things. So just watch our product review. And honestly, there's only one bad point on this product. Why are there so many stickers on the aircon?
What's wrong with stickers? They're nice.
But so many.
Wow, nice bike.
Yeah, just got the new color. What do you think?
But where's so many stickers?
It's a bike.
But you complain about the aircon so many stickers.
But this is a bike. So many stickers? It's a bike. It's not an aircon.